sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the great cities of the world, London, England. Coming up, another installment of the NFL International Series, and it should be a great one. As taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, a big crowd on hand. They love American football here in the English capital. We're underway from Wembley. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And we've seen the flashes throughout his 4 years in the league, but he's coming off an injury-riddled season where he only played 10 games. Has to eliminate the costly turnovers at 52 in 4 seasons, and he's hoping the new coach Liam Cohen can unlock his untapped potential, and it has to happen right now.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Going to the air right away, Lawrence. And his first look is incomplete.
It's zone defense right away here. DBs are going to be tested throughout. They passed the first test, though. This one falls incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Here's Lawrence to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And this throw incomplete.
The way a first down as a defender, make sure you have a little bit of physical play when the ball gets to the receiver. Find a way to jostle it free. They caught him off guard, forced the incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Well, and I saw the pressure coming out, and that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
So now the Rams will get their first opportunity with a football. Leading the charge at quarterback, the former Georgia Bulldog, Matthew Stafford.
Truly one of the tougher quarterbacks in the league, is willing to do whatever it takes to win and plays through a lot of adversity. and continues to do it at a high level in his high 30s, trying to make another run to the Super Bowl here in his 17th season.
The slot man in motion right. First run now for Kyron Williams. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second down and 8. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. In motion, the tight end. From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. This one swung out to Williams. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their 2nd possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
4 yards on the
nice chunky yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Now Lawrence. He'll drop this one off with Etienne. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play that time for Jacksonville. 49 yards.
Jaguars, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play. They max protect. Bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back to make sure the quarterback has time to deliver the football.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They go play action with Lawrence. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Johnny Mudd from 13 yards out. And the Jaguars are on the board first here this afternoon. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. 5 plays there on that drive. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. Oh, he shifts past him. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Now it's Stafford. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he powers his way up past the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They need 2. Here's third down. To throw is Stafford. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Here's Ethan Evans now.
For the Rams.
And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, first and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll look to ETN to start things out. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Dancing to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Lawrence will throw. To the right side and complete to Washington. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll bring up fourth down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a first and 10. play action. Here's Stafford. Open man, Higby, the tight end. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Good for a Rams first down.
Well, you know they had a third down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
Play action. Stafford. Over the middle and complete to the tight end, Higby. That'll give him 8 that time. And it'll be second in a couple.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 2. Up the middle, it's Williams. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe up to the 41. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he is going to have a Rams first down, at least at first glance, as they spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. Stafford. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
2nd and 10. Here's Stafford. The slant connects with Devontae Adams. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
Short yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought that they were just going to run it inside. But you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out of the backfield trying to find some open space. And that's exactly what he does to the tune of a first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's Stafford. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 30. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They were backed up behind the sticks, but he still found a way to make that first down happen. That's the kind of fight every coach hopes his franchise quarterback has in him. Look a tough situation like that in the eye and come up with a solution on the spot.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10. He'll drop this down to Williams. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Stafford now to throw. Short throw, it's Higbee. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
10 yards. That's another Rams first down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Stafford. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Liam Cohen has reached for and thrown the red challenge flag. He wants a second look at this.
Previous play is under review.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Now Stafford. It's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. 2-2 Atwell from 6 yards away. And the Rams are an extra point away from evening this one up. So, Charles, they had him double covered in the end zone. It still was not enough.
I wonder if they're thinking to themselves now, 2 didn't work. Do we go for 3 guys on him next time? Because he fought through all that extra attention, got himself into a great position where his quarterback felt confident enough to challenge the coverage and threw it his way. What a big-time play right there, both by the quarterback trusting him and by him going up and getting it.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll start on the ground. ETN. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. On 2nd down, ETN once more. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And that's complete to ETN out of the backfield. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. That's returnable now for Smith. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And they will take over 1st and 10. L.A. set to take over again on offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Stanford. Oh, what a juke into space. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun, here's Stanford. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. 7-7, our score after 1. The Jags with a football to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Lawrence now off the bootleg. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last two possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
On first down, right back to ETN. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. ETN once more. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. ETN up the middle. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now we give up the middle to Williams. A solid stiff arm. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Rams, first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive way. Not only they're controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality. Simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 46-yard line, a second down and 6. Now Stafford. Pass complete there to Nakua. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Back to throw. Stafford. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that will bring up second down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Stafford going to give this one to Corum. And he stopped immediately there. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Forced out to his left. Well, he's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
So on 4th down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Jacksonville offense gets the ball back. Travis Etienne and company head back out there. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Now Etienne to start the drive. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Now 2nd and 9. And they'll go again with Etienne. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Here's 3rd and 6. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Man open left side is Brown. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
7-yard gain.
3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Well, they've certainly gotten him involved in this first half, and on 3rd down, they looked his way again. And what a delight for his quarterback to find him and keep the drive moving.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Looking long for Thomas. This is caught inside the 15. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory.
I'll tell you what, this is not going to be a fun discussion at halftime for this defense. They've been absolutely taken advantage of in the first half. And here's another play for big, big yardage.
Now Lawrence. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and goal.
Here's Lawrence. Touchdown! Johnny Mudd, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game, as his guys are able to extend their lead. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Now for the point after.
For the extra point.
It's good, and it's 21-10. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And that's complete to Adams. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 34-yard line.
So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
In motion goes the tight end. To throw is Stafford. And it is caught. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Here's Stafford. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Puka Nacua, 47 yards. And the Rams have cut it back within a score. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
Extra point forthcoming.
For the extra point.
And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. The 71 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Thomas brings it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He's got a first down here.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Well, hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. From the 43, here's second down and 7. From the gun, it's Lawrence. This will be caught by Brown. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 31-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. They go play action with Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
At the 30-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
Play action. It's Lawrence. Gets this one to Bowles. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 12-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Lawrence. Open man left side is the tight end long. And the Jags are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Etienne will get it into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Rams offense and Matthew Stafford set to take over once again. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Stafford. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, That may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Play action. Stafford. And he'll find Higbee open downfield. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Rams, first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Stafford now to throw. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
At the 4-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now it's Stafford. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Colin Saunders, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This is a 26-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with Lawrence's arm, they may give him a shot to let this thing rip downfield. We'll see. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, great work as always. We'll see what the second half brings here. These two defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads at intermission. These offenses, they have had their way so far. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. Well, now how about this return? And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. It's caught here by Adams. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Back to throw. Stafford. Pass complete there to Nakua. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
On the sneak, it's Stanford. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for a Rams first down.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
After the run, now Stafford going to throw. That's to the tight end, Colby Parkinson. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
Well, it certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
67 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
First down. First and 10.
That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Screen play set up for Williams. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Here's Stafford. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. On 4th down, Stafford. Touchdown, Rams. Kyron Williams from 3 yards out. And the Rams take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Well, CD, you know he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
So the call's made by Sean McVay. They're going to go for 2.
The Rams will.
Stafford's going to try and throw for it. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the 3rd as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Got it, man. It's Brown.
Complete to De'Ami Brown. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 31-yard line.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Going quickly here to Thomas. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a first down.
4 yards. That's good for a Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Lawrence will throw. That's caught by Monk. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. A handoff for ETN. Down to about the 45.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
At the 45-yard line.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Now Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Throw left side taken in by Washington. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Back to the ground with Etienne. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 106 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Etienne on the toss right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On 3rd and goal, Lawrence. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Hunter from 6 yards away. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this 3rd quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the 2nd half.
Point after here coming up. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. Getting set to go again, Matthew Stafford trots back onto the field. He really continues to pick apart this defense. Last drive, perfect, and it culminated in his 3rd touchdown pass.
As long as we've been doing this, how many times has a player in this type of a zone described the game as really slowed down?
Yep.
So right now, instead of warp speed, it's
snail's pace.
Oh, snail's pace for him, and he can do whatever he wants. Feels like he has all the time in the world to throw the ball, and his offensive line has been giving him that.
Going to be taken in here by Nakua. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. They'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams 1st down.
Rams, 1st down. 1st and 10.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. On the out route, this is Adams with a catch. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And his throw here is incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Stafford. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Throwing again is Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty. The Jaguars offense and Travis Etienne set to take over once again. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of the halftime talk for this defense. We've got to find a way to slow him down. That's probably what they're saying. But nothing that they have done has worked so far. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people are focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Another tote for Etienne. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Lawrence. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And the Jaguars, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
They'll run with Etienne. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. One more time with Etienne. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
Were you as surprised as I was that they actually ran it on 2nd down there? I thought that they would go ahead and throw it in every situation here.
They've thrown for 3 touchdown passes. Now here, I think they probably go back to the air.
Yeah, I think so, but ordinarily, 2nd down is when you run your play fake, your play action, show run.
And he's got it. It's Thomas for a Jacksonville touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Jags have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. That time a 6-play drive, and it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line. The Rams offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. To throw is Stafford. And this one complete to Smith. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They snap it to Stafford. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Here now 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. It's caught here by Adams. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. First down marker at the 31. It's third down. Here's Stafford. Pass complete there to Nakua. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 25-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. And that's complete to Adams. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the third quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now here in London. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now Stafford. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. In motion, the tight end. Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush.
That's a ball he needs to let go of there. Wasn't the most time in the world to work through his progression, but NFL quarterbacks, they've got to sense the pressure. They've got that internal clock, and the ball has to be gone. And if you're not going to escape and run for it, you have to let it go before the pressure gets to you and puts you on the ground.
So on 4th down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And this one is right through. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Out of the gun, Stafford. This will be caught at about the 6. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Stafford to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Third and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Back to throw, Stafford. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Puka Nacua, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. That drive a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Jaguars offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd and 10. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's second down.
At the Rams' 38-yard line.
Play action. It's Lawrence. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Here's Lawrence. He's got Thomas yet again complete. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be second down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Lawrence on the sneak. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
No gain. Quarterback sneak. No gain. Aren't you supposed to get something out of that?
Yeah, needed a full yard there. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Going for it, here's Etienne. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Etienne once more. And he'll find his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Here's a 2nd and 8. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Jaguars, 1st down.
How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any...
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. De'Ami Brown from 3 yards out. And the Jaguars have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here this 4th quarter. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free. And his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And it's De'Ami Brown who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Dances by him. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
From the gun, here's Stafford. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. 7 yards there and a first down. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Now it's Stafford. Smith catches left side. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. That is Joshua Hines-Allen working his way in for the sack. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block him. They were on him in a hurry.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. Flash the stick skills on that run, but then stop shy of the 35. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And that's just an ideal run to start this drive because they're in full ball control mode now. So if you keep ripping off 7, 8, 9 yards of carry, you're going to have a great chance of finishing off this game.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
First and 10 at the
At carries like that,
line.
that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
A game of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. It was the safety blitz that ultimately did the job, and they're going to credit him with a sack. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Lawrence. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Byron Young, the one who got in and finished that play off.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this one is right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. This one swung out to Williams. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play, because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Stafford. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Stafford now to throw. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball. And they keep making the connection.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
3rd down and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Throwing is Stafford. He'll let this go for Adams. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Stafford. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 41.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now Stafford. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
2nd down and 3. Here's Stafford. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
2nd and 10. To throw is Stafford. Open man is Atwell, complete. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Again, it's Stafford. Slant to Adams. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Davante Adams. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
it doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the the toe to the leather on that one. Their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The home team's offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth.
45-yard line.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. Lawrence. That throw complete to his tight end log. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say cheerio from London.